Now I understand that not everyone can get their hands on truffle, but you've ever seen it at a market and you think, what would I actually do with that? I'm going to show you a nice little introduction to eating truffle that won't cost you too much because you don't need a lot to flavour this little pasta. And the pasta is all about truffle, and that's it. Because this dish is all about truffle, I'm going to try and infuse truffle as many different ways as I can. And the first way is by grating it into some milk. So I've got about 1/4 cup of milk. It's about 30 grams of truffle, I reckon. Cut it in half. I want to grate half of it into the milk. So the idea with truffle is you want to get bang for buck. So pair it with things that have a high fat content, which is why you'll normally see truffle paired with cream or butter, anything that has a high fat content. So that's half of our truffle, which I'll mix in with the milk. And I'm just going to let that infuse. So it's going to sit there for a few minutes. You can see the milk's already changed colour, and it's already infusing with that truffle flavour. Into our pan, about 50 grams of butter. And I'm going to slice the rest of the truffle in with that butter. So I'm going to try and infuse what's left of our truffle into our butter. So lots of slices of truffle in there, and I'm going to let that butter melt, start to foam, and then we'll add in our cream. So this has got all of those components that we were talking about to try and get as much flavour or as much bang for our buck out of our truffle as we possibly can. So butter, cream, milk, and cheese. All the good things in life. Our butter is starting to foam, so we're going to be really infusing flavour into our butter. I want to put in some thyme now, a couple of sprigs of fresh thyme, a little pinch of salt, and then my cream. And if you're going to have truffle, you might as well go all the way and make it a sometimes sort of dish. This is definitely a sometimes sort of pasta. So that was about 1 cup of cream. I just want to reduce that down by a little bit. Again, help flavour infuse, and then we'll pop in our milk. That's got all of our, you notice I'm using milk. I'm trying to be a little bit health conscious and not going cream in there, just milk. Thyme, truffle, cream, great combination. And now our milk goes in with all our grated truffle in it. You could even get truffle butter if you wanted to and start with truffle butter. So that is our sauce pretty much done. I'm going to put in some fresh parsley right at the end, but that is, as I said, you want this to be about truffle, and that is trying to stretch the truffle that we had, the 30 grams that we had, as far as we possibly could by making that sauce. So now we'll pop in our pasta, our tagliatelle, into our boiling salted water. Put 4 little nests in, and they take about 5 minutes. So we've got about 5 minutes now until we drag our pasta straight out of our pot and in on top of our sauce. Then parsley, our cheese gets folded through with the pasta, and we're ready to eat. Pasta's got about 1 minute to go, so I'll get everything ready so that we can bring it all together. The parsley, just roughly chop so that I can throw that in. My cheese is good to go. My pasta should be cooked, so it can come straight out of our pot into our pan. Again, I don't mind if I take some of that pasta water with me, it's actually good. Into our pan. This is probably the one area where Italians will actually say that it shouldn't be about the pasta, it should all be about the truffle. So you want lots and lots of sauce coating our spaghetti or our tagliatelle. That looks absolutely beautiful. Little pinch of salt, cheese through. Put half of our cheese on now and sort of just twirl it through. Same with our parsley. Give that a twirl. And then into our bowl. As I said, it's quite rich, so you don't need a lot of it. A little bit more cheese around the plate. Pick some nice leaves of parsley. And if you ever are lucky enough, oh, hang on, a little bit of truffle oil as well. If you ever are lucky enough to get your hands on some truffle, this is how I suggest you prepare it. Truffle Tagliatelle.